What is up, guys? Star Moonspa back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today I'm bringing you guys a review for Planet X PX-21 Mars, otherwise known as Fall of Cybertron Ironhide. And here you can see a good look at the box itself, which is very nice looking. At the front, side with alt mode, back, which is robot mode and alt mode combined. And another picture of robot mode. And you don't really get anything on the other side other than just the name, both sides. Pretty standard stuff. Nice box. Alright, now, getting down to your accessories. First things first. Like most third-party figures, you get this collector card. About the size of a credit card. Nothing too extra special. Waiting on a picture of the bot. Looks pretty good. And here's a picture of alt mode again. And here's all his stats if you wish to pause it. So, yeah. Alright, also you get the instructions, which I might add are okay at spots. In the beginnings, the instructions are pretty straightforward, but towards the end with the legs, not so much. But here's the other side, which I think is kind of nice. Now, if someone wanted to take this and maybe hang on the wall, I think it might look good. And instructions on the other side here. Very short and sweet on that. Alright, now, other accessories. Come with this nice gun here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this gun is actually from the game. I haven't played the game in some time, but I'm sure someone out there knows. But I believe it's from the game. But it's nice looking. Got some pink paint, or pink reddish paint here on the sides here. Comes through more or less pink on the camera here, but it's kind of a light red. Looks pretty decent throughout. It's on the same on both sides. And nice molded detail. Looks the detail actually looking pretty good. This part right here actually seems kind of a clip that might come out. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Also comes with a Energon X, which also looks really good. I like the nice translucent reds here for the blade. Comes off kind of a cool energy look to it. And even that has a little bit of a detail going throughout. And it's on both sides here. I think that looks really nice. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in the figure himself. And I've already taken the liberty, of course it's third party, you don't actually get an oddbot symbol on him. But I've taken the liberty of going, putting one in. I wish I had a white back one, because I think it would pop better. But until then, this one will do. First things first, let's talk about paint first before I go into anything else. The paint is not too bad. A lot of this is just, I think it's just mostly plastic, colored plastic. But there's paint here. You get some here on the belt or skirts here. Some nice red trim, here, and here. Also get some up here, right here at the top of the shoulder. I think this is meant to reflect the energy, because the War for Cybertron figures are normally similar to even the IW, which IW got a lot of designs from War for Cybertron. Anytime you see this kind of a pinkish red color here, it's supposed to be energy going throughout the body. So I guess what all this is. So you have it here and here, and you get to see more in alt mode when I get to that as well. I think this is black paint in here, a little gray. This will run away. Oops. Yeah, I gotta talk about this articulation, by the way, but because these shoulders sometimes get in the way. But a little silver paint here, silver paint app here for the wheel here. Also some cool translucent plastic in here, side here. Yet again, to give it more of that energy looking look to it. Silver paint here. Well, silver paint back here on the back, kind of actually more of a gunmetal actually to that back, not silver. And this is actually part of alt mode, but you can see it, so you get more of that kind of reddish pink here, all throughout here and on the side here. Alright, and it's the same on the other arm here, as you can see. And see on the legs, yes. There's a bit of a gunmetal paint app here for the circuitry. More energy right here. Here on, oh, let me get focus. There on the side of the knee here. Same on both sides, and also on the inside of the leg. Got even more. Comes all together. I like to paint. You know, I'm all about more accents than anything, and you get that, and it's more here. So, yeah. Now moving on to the face. The face is painted kind of a gunmetal color with kind of a it's a light blue paint for the eyes. I wish they kind of used more of the MMC pearlescent blue, give them a bit more life, but this is fine. And a little bit of that reddish energy for the top of the crest here. And speaking on the head and the crest, we all know that Ironhead has kind of that Yondu mohawk. I wish they had kind of made it more pronounced here on the sides here. As you can see, it's kind of more like a Mega Man look, but I wish this had been just a little bit higher, you know. And on the face, and I don't remember the game him having this, or even comic book for that matter. They gave him this real kind of like wrinkles under the eye. I know it's a robot and all, but I think it looks weird. I think it looks so weird. So I don't hate it, but I don't know. I guess maybe it's trying to make it look more aged. I guess it kind of like Cup. But yeah. All right, now for this articulation. Here things on the arms kind of dicey, but if you move this out of the way, it's a little piece of plastic here. You can move out of the way here. You can raise up better and get a almost a full 360. Never mind, you do get 360. Take that back. It's a little stiff on mine. There we go. I ain't like that pop sound. But and the arms can go about like this far safely. And I have a feeling it's all because of these shoulders. They really do get in the way, but as you see in the video game and even the IDW comics, these shoulders are very prevalent in the design. So I guess you kind of have to deal with that. So, and also you do get a bicep right in here, and you get almost a full 360, but the wheel here gets in the way. Yet again, it's kind of a victim of his own aesthetic, because all these things that hold his articulation back are actually all part of how he looks. So, you know, can't win for losing on that. But yeah, you can almost get the 360 there, almost. But the wheel is mostly in the way. And it's the same on both sides here. See, because the wheel catches the shoulder. It's kind of a bitch, but yeah. I guess if it really bothers you, I guess you could unscrew the wheel and take it off. You know, if you never plan to put them in alt mode, ever. But I'll leave mine on. Alright, as for the hands, let me move this up here. As for the hands, you get a full 360. They also open and close, all one piece on the base pin knuckle here, as you can see. There you go. And as for weapons, anyone will fit in there. It slides right in and close it up, so it holds that. Oops, a little bit too much weight there. Holds that just fine. Also, the hands can also actually go up and down. If you open the cover here for transformation, you can get just a little bit of a up and down there. You can also hold the axe very similarly. Just put that in there. There we go. So yeah, get that. This looks pretty good. Get that out of there. And other hands the same way. Get a full 360 and opens up like so. Alright. As for the legs, they can go back this far and forward this far and out about that far. He has a hip skirt. Oops. Right up here, and I don't believe I can get it to move. I've been kind of messing with it, and it's very stiff, and I don't want to try to turn it too hard. But I don't think it wants to move. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Feels like it should. Tell you guys what, if it can move, I'll come back with an update. showing that it can move. But right now, I don't want to put too much pressure because I definitely want to break it. Just got today. Don't want to break it on first day. But here at the hip here, you can spin a little bit here. I mean, not there. Wait a minute, let me find it again. You can rotate the waist like this at the hip, so you do get that motion. So that's pretty good. And you get a bend here at the knee, about that far. Doesn't go back very far, and that's mostly too because of transformation. Now, if you were to, it pegs in right here. If you unpeg, there we go. Unpeg right there. You can get just a bit more out of it, but not too much more. And it's supposed to rest there. And it's the same on both sides. Back about that far. Forward that far. Bend to D. Also he just had a pretty good ankle. They can go out about that far, right there, and a toe bend, if that interests you. And same on both sides here, just right there and right how. So you get that. All right. And as for his waist, let's see, you can almost get a full 360. Almost, but not quite. And it's mostly because of the skirt flaps here. So yeah, like I said again, except for if I can get them to move, I'll definitely post it back up, because I could be wrong and maybe they can move. I don't want to force it if I don't have to. All right. As far as articulation goes, in all honesty, to me, my personal opinion, he's not the best of Planet X ever done. You know, because I have messed with their Delsaurus, so you know, this thing right here is articulation is very basic to somewhat, you know, limited to me only because of the shoulders. I mean, everything else is kind of okay, but these shoulders really are just kind of a nuisance in terms of the putting arms. And even the pieces right here on the shoulder, which you can move, I do find to be kind of a nuisance. But yet again, that is the design of him in the games and the comics, so I guess they were true to it. Now, for some size comparisons, I'll grab a couple guys off the shelf, and we'll get down to that. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, now here he is with Planet X's Grimlock, and also Planet X's Perceptor. And I know this is a whole lot of red. I might want to make my own all about team and just call it Team Red, but that's how it looks with those guys as far as the scale goes. And let me move them out of the way again. I'll show you guys how he looks with Deathsaurus. Although I know the term of Deathsaurus, you know, is I'm not quite. A lot of people said we really don't know if Deathsaurus is supposed to be MP or not. To me, the way Deathsaurus feels, yeah, he's probably MP. But then again, in terms of scale, I believe he's more or less Chug. But here it is, got it all together. And you know, Deathsaurus is bigger than Ironhide, which I think is very appropriate for that scale. And for more good measure, here's how he ranks up with Make Toy Striker Manus and Transform Generations Bumblebee. Yeah, just like I said, just more good measure. And for sake of argument, here's a Siege figure. So you can get Bumblebee out of the way. There we go. So that's kind of how that looks. So that's how it compares to a Siege Voyager. I actually would compare him to Siege's version of Ironhide, but I actually passed him up, so I could actually get this guy. So I think this was more or less long term to what scale I wanted my Ironhide to be. And in terms of Cybertronian looks, this is the one I prefer, being an IW guy and all. So there we go. You can just take all that in. Alrighty, so without further ado, I'll bring you guys the transformation next. Alright, I've been working my way through transformation. And yeah, I take back what I said. These panels here, they can move. Mine was just extra stiff, and like I said before, I was kind of more or less scared to really mess with them. But yeah, I got them to move. So yeah, they can be lifted up, both of them. And another update as far as the shoulders go. I just if I can get the camera in there, I rotated these around because they're on a ball joint right here. I just kind of turned them inwards, and that gave me a little bit more range of motion. So you can in fact get that full 360 on the arm, as you can see. So yeah, so I can kind of look over that now. So the shoulders are still a bit hard to maneuver, but you know, you can do it. So I want you guys to see that. Now, onward to transformation. Well, guys, normally this is the part where I show you the transformation. And I want to show it to you, and I'm going to. But I'm trying to keep from using profanity. This transformation, honestly, isn't hard. But it's a piece on this figure that has given me the... Oh, God. A case of the FUCKs. Man, I'll go ahead and show you guys. First of all, here it is. As you can see, it's all transformed up. It looks pretty good, right? Now I'll show you the front view here. And for the life of me, I cannot get I cannot get this effing thing to come down. I mean, God, you don't know how much profanity I want to throw right now. I'm withholding it back. But this thing, it's all because it's a hinge here. I've been taking a little oil to it. I'm pretty sure you can't get the focus on camera. You probably see the oil right there. That clear hinge right here. It has to be able to kind of slide downward to match this one. And I try to work with it, everything else, and I do not want to break it, but I just can't get to go. So this is so transformation has to halt here, but I'll show you what I got. With that piece aside, it's a pretty decent alt mode. You know, Ironhide always turned into a I guess it was more of a minivan, I believe, in G1. It was some type of a van. Here we have more of a Cybertronian. To me, it's almost kind of car-like, and for the most part, I dig it. It's got a little heft to it. You know, I dig it a lot. As far as the paint apps go, you have some of the same light red pinkish energy here, paint for energy, more of the gunmetal here, and translucent windshield for the front and the side here. Right here, just black paint. And same back here, just more black paint, representing the windshield. It rolls pretty good, you know, except for this wheel because I can't get the damn thing transformed. And I feel, believe me, guys, I feel so unprofessional bringing you guys, you know, this review because I can't finish this part here. It's the bummer. I don't know if it's mine. I've actually went online to see if anybody else had a problem. I think I found about maybe 2 reviews for this thing. I know if I saw Ben's Collectibles, and I think of his, he just moved the damn thing down so easily. For mine, it's just stuck. Oh, and another thing I want to post for you, I want to let you guys know in advance. When rotating the wheels here, be careful. Pull this whole section out before you rotate it, because if you don't, you'll actually end up bending your post in here, which I bent mine, but it doesn't affect transformation, so thank goodness for that. But remember, guys, pull this whole thing out before you try to rotate. But as for this piece right here, I cannot get it. It is bothering the holy shit out of me. Sorry for that. But yeah, it's bothering the shit out of me, and I just can't get to go. It's just, my God. Even after oiling it, I can't get to go. But yeah, this is as far as transformation goes, guys. As for weapon storage, you have a port here and a port on the other side, so you can do a little port, so you can put the gun in there if you want to. I think it looks kind of silly, but And that's kind of how the angle you have to go with it, like this or like that, as far as storage goes. And as far as the axe goes, there's absolutely no place for it to go at all. I mean, I guess you can kind of sit in there like that. But no, that's not really good at all either. Or maybe like this. So you get a little bit of that going on. But it looks more like someone took the axe and just, like, threw it into him. So yeah, far weapon storage goes, that's the only 2 spots you got. And I don't consider either one truly viable. But yeah. Man, guys, that just really that really irritates the hell out of me. And it may be a QC. But this just so pisses me off. And here I got him transformed back to his bot mode to give you guys a full-on, real opinion of him. And I'm very sorry I didn't do any alt mode comparisons. To be fair, as far as the Planet X stuff went, given that he transforms into sort of a car-esque truck vehicle type thing, I feel like none of their alt modes really compared, so I didn't show one. So please forgive me for that. But like I was saying before, that the transformation with those shoulders and the fact that I couldn't get the one up just totally soured my just kind of soured me on the moment. That just really pissed me off the right way. And I don't for say full on running the figure for it. It's probably more or less QC. But I'm gonna apply more oil to that hinge. Maybe I can eventually get it to go down. But for right now, I don't know. It just really kind of burned me out. But it's not to say the figure doesn't have its good points. Just from an aesthetic standpoint, it looks really good. It does. It looks top shelf, in my opinion. Also, let me turn to the back. I think it cleans up really well. Almost no kibble really, except for say the little backpack here. But it's not that much of a problem. Everything tabs in well the way it should. But going to more negatives, the shoulders yet again. Because the shoulders are, you can't get too many really super good dynamic poses. This is me just putting it into a pose here, and even with the gun, I can't pull the arm back the way I want to because these shoulders just totally getting away right here. Man. It's like I said before, it's accurate to the source material, and I'll probably be posting a picture like right here, like I normally do. So you guys can see that in the comic book and in the game, this is how it's made. But it hurts the figure so much in terms of how you can pose it. So I'm kind of forced to just, as far as the gun, it kind of looks better just holding like that, to a degree. I don't know. Let's turn right there. Yeah, the shoulders are just horrible. They really are. And as far as recommendations go, I normally recommend or I don't recommend. I want to give it a soft recommend on this. If you're in for the aesthetic and the scale, kind of like I am, then I say pick it up. I don't quite know if it's worth the asking price, given the simple fact that the shoulders hold it back so much. And I hate to be that way, especially since the fact that they made it, to look like the source material. Just that the source material, I guess, wasn't practical in terms of a figure. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, it's a soft recommend if you want this aesthetic and this look. Otherwise, although I personally don't like it, I guess go with the Siege version of Ironhide. That he wasn't my favorite for him because they made him deluxe, and I feel like Ironhide should have been the Voyager. But otherwise, I say go with that. Yet again, unless you want this look like I do. And because of the whole shoulder deal here, especially with transformation, which really pissed me the hell off. I don't know if I'm in for the ratchet now. I want the ratchet because I want to have this Cybertronic look, but I don't know if I can spend that kind of cash on it, given how these treated me. No, I mean the shoulders. Especially that one not being able to compress the way it should. At least on my copy, you know, that's probably just QC. But anyway, that's my honest opinion of it. It's a soft recommend. Well, without further ado, this has been Sardo Noonspa, the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures, getting pissed off at these shoulders. Until next time, peace out.